All right, guys, just like that, I am officially back on YouTube. Not really, but kind of. In this video, I'm going to talk about what is my future, what is the future of the Redbeard Rants business, and the future of this channel. The answer to what is the future of the Redbeard Rants business is there is no future. I really did shut it down. The only thing that I have left to sell you guys, which will be truly the last thing that I sell, like the online dating virtual assistant service, you can't get anymore. I announced that I was shutting down. As predicted, 4 or 5 people immediately jumped on there and said, wait, you're closing down? Well, okay, that's the kick in the ass I needed to finally do it. It's full. You can't do that. AI photos, however, every photo that I'm putting on the screen right now of either myself or of clients is 100% AI generated. No, the dating apps and Instagram cannot tell that they are AI generated. No, you can't tell that they're AI generated because actually a lot of these photos I've been showing are 100% real, and you can't tell which ones are the AI photos and which ones are 100% real. You can't tell. Girls can't tell. Nobody can tell whether it's of me or of a client. Nobody can tell. The results that I'm getting from these photos, I'm going to put my screen recording of my Bumble account that I've been running in Medellin. Yes, I know Medellin. I came here to get LASIK eye surgery legitimately just for that. Okay. I hate this city. I'm going to talk about, I'm actually dating a good girl, a relationship quality girl that you would never find in the city of Medellin. If you want dating results like this on your dating apps or your Instagram, get on these AI photos now. There's information in the description of this video. You have about 6 to 10 months to jump on these before all the girls start to kind of find out about this and before people kind of get suspicious about this, like, hey, are your photos real? Are they AI and whatnot? Again, nobody can tell. If you use Gemini or ChatGPT or some public model, they leave a watermark. The dating apps can tell. Instagram can tell. You don't want to do that, okay? Look at the photos on the screen. If you want these, go to the description of the video. All right, enough of that. So what is the future of me and the future of this channel? I'm going to make videos if and when I want to whoever will listen to me. It could be about anything. Today's video is, again, trying to get a last little bit of cash out of you guys by selling you AI photos that will get you the absolute craziest results you've ever had. Like if you're one of these guys who've always matched like flaky 6s on dating apps, wait till you see 8s fucking chasing you with these AI photos. You only have about a year to get in on this, right? But in the future, I'm going to talk about whatever. Actually, in this video, I'm going to go on a rant on the greatest dating strategy ever, which is, yes, aside from looks maxing, you know, going to the gym and fixing yourself up as much as you can physically and focusing on your confidence and social skills, building that up with women, doing things like day games so you get really good at understanding female psychology, how to walk up to women in a confident way and create a romantic moment like that. Building your business money, maybe I already said that, but the location, the small town strategy. I'm actually dating a girl. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about, I don't know, whatever I want to fucking talk about in this video, because I honestly, aside from getting, you know, a few of you guys to buy last minute AI, I'm going to shut that down pretty soon too. I just don't want to deal with that. My next business is going to be something where I use content to generate leads and customers for businesses that have something very expensive to sell. So for example, if I made content and YouTube videos for a company that does kitchen remodelings, well, a $50,000 to $150,000 kitchen remodeling job, even if the profit margins are only 25, 30%, that's a lot of wiggle room, right? So they can pay a lot of money for someone to make content, short form or YouTube content. And it just plays in my skill set. I spent the last 3 years figuring out how to go viral, how to research good ideas, how to make videos that generate sales calls with business owners that want to give you 5 to 10K in a niche that's very difficult to sell in, which is dating. Imagine if I was selling this to other business owners. I'm not saying it's easy to sell to them, but it's like you offer a free deliverable or a free trial or some type of crazy offer, money back guarantee. And they just kind of go, okay, well, he says he can get me more customers. He'll do a couple free videos for me. I can see how they work. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's try it. It's all like these hour-and-a-half calls where the guy goes, yeah, but I'm Indian, or yeah, but I'm short, or I have no time to take photos, or I'm whatever XYZ reason that the client has in his head why I'm not rich enough, or no girl would ever want me. I lack confidence with women, and you know, whatever it is, business owners are just kind of like, okay, it's a good offer. I will do it. There's going to be a combination of new content on here and re-upload. So one trick in my arsenal of YouTube and content and traffic generating ideas through content is that if you have a video on YouTube and it did really, really well in the past and you re-upload it, as far as I know, it will be seen as duplicate content and won't do as well. But if you delete that video completely off of YouTube and wait a day or two and then re-upload that exact same video, a complete duplicate, it will go viral in the algorithm again because it'll be seen as a new video. And if you've been doing YouTube for like 3 years, like I have, and you upload some new videos and then some re-uploads in there, mix in there as well, people legitimately can't tell. They're like, this thumbnail, did I see that before? Especially if it, my thumbnails are just like me with like a hot chick. A lot of the thumbnails can apply to kind of, any video. It could be a new thumbnail. And if you guys can't tell that it's a re-upload, does it even matter? It might as well be new. If it's new to you, it might as well be new. So I'll upload my old videos on here. I'll upload new ones when I want to. Like I said, I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. It could be just be rants about some particular topic or interest, something that's on my mind. It could be about a new discovery I made in dating. Like, for now it's AI photos, right? And again, if you want the service where we hire an online dating virtual assistant to manage your entire dating life and chat with girls, warm them up and pass them off to you when they're ready, you snooze and you lose. That business is closed. You cannot, there's no amount of money. You can't message me on Instagram and pull my arm. It's like, that shit is gone. Yeah, that was legitimate. I legitimately shut this business down. The AI photos will be the last thing that I actually want to fulfill on because it's quite easy. It's not easy, but I have the systems for my team. When you generate AI photos, probably like only 1 in 50 comes out as usable. The other ones have hallucinations. Like maybe you'll be holding a microphone and the cord kind of comes out, but it's not plugged into anything. And you're like, oh fuck! Like you either got to fix that or just re-render the entire image. So like I said, I'll upload when I want to and about whatever the fuck I want to say. And it's for anybody who wants to listen. So let me talk about something here. We talked about small cities and stuff like that. And, the small town strategy, that being the greatest strategy ever. I think I found love, guys. I think I found the girl that will be the love of my life. I met her doing day game. I got her Instagram. And then of course her seeing my, super high status social media will put some images that I use for my social media. Even if I did a phone number close with this girl, probably honestly would have worked, but the Instagram certainly didn't hurt. Absolutely gorgeous girl. I'm 38. She is 21, almost 22. So there's about a 16-year age gap between us, which is perfect. I think 22 is about like the perfect age for me to be dating. And this girl has, and no, I'm not going to post a fucking photo of her, you fucking weirdos, but you guys know the girls. Let's put some girls mode. Just throw girls up that I've had in the past. She's on the level of these girls. So like if you're seeing these girls on the screen, you're like, damn, those are some like pretty ass fucking girls. She's on that level. She would easily fit in with all the other girls that you're seeing. I mean, you guys know my type. I always say this, you don't settle on looks. And apart from not settling on looks, guys, this girl has no tattoos, no piercings. Like I said, she's beautiful. She has a super low body count. Now, just those 4 alone in Latin America, to find a beautiful Latina that's under the age of say 24 with no tattoos, no piercings, who's beautiful, and has a low body count, that's probably 1 in 10,000 in like the Latin American content. In a city with like chopped genetics like Mexico City, it could be 1 in 100,000. In a city with like, amazing genetics like the northeast of Brazil, it could be 1 in 5,000. But it's probably about 1 in 10,000, just those 4 characteristics alone. Now you add in other traits that this girl has, such as a very high IQ, an extremely feminine personality, no drug use, doesn't like clubs or dancing to stupid, Brazilian music, nothing like that, kind of a homebody, very, very loving. This girl is probably about a 1 in a million find. So shit, I pretty much won the lottery with this girl. And I want to talk about me and my buddy, who's actually Portuguese, but he's done a lot of time in Brazil and stuff like that. We've been talking about this whole small town thing. If you've gotten nothing else from watching my videos and taking my free advice, take this to heart. When you are talking about small town girls from a city, let's just say under 150,000, maybe even a city under 500,000, it's kind of like comparing a Chihuahua to a wolf. Like they're both in the canine family. Like they both have 4 legs, some paws, some sharp canine teeth, a little tail that wags behind them. But other than that, their basic biology and their basic body shape A wolf and a chihuahua are absolutely nothing alike, as it is with small town girls versus big cities. The effect that a big city and social media has on a woman's psychology, how it ruins them, how it literally turns their brain into goo as they become so entitled. Nothing is good enough. They've eaten at every restaurant. They have every fashion item, clothing and accessory that they ever want. They've taken any vacation. They've had every plastic surgery procedure that they've ever wanted. They've dated every guy that they've ever wanted. The reality of a girl who doesn't look like a complete bag of trash, not even for a beautiful girl, but just a girl who's like slightly above average in a big city is, hey, do you want some money? Hey, do you want some money? Here, take some money. How would you like to never have to work again ever in your entire life, etc. And above that, she doesn't need to value any one individual guy because there's another one right around the corner. So if she has a guy and she's like, I want to push it to limits. I want to see what I can get out of this guy. How much of a bitch can I be, or how entitled can I be? How demanding of money that I can be? And then let's say she drops the ball. She ruins it with a guy that she genuinely likes. She's like, damn, I fucked it up with Albert. I really liked Albert. Why was I such a bitch to him? I should have been sweeter to him. I shouldn't have tried to, intentionally show low interest and text back late. I should have just been genuine with my feelings. And now Albert's gone. He's moved on to some other girl. Oh, well, there's 1,500 other amazing, tall, handsome, rich 28-year-olds in my fucking DMs, or whatever the fuck, any age or any ethnicity that she could want. Whereas a small town girl, they're not whores, right? Because in their small town, if you sleep around, you get a reputation. A girl could be a prostitute in a city like Sao Paulo, Los Angeles, Miami, Rio de Janeiro, and no one really notice. I mean, yeah, sure, some people may notice, but like the city is so big. There's so many millions of people. Imagine like working a street corner and being a hooker in like a small town, or like sleeping around with a lot of guys. Or if you're in a small town and you're a beautiful girl, there's going to be some other probably okay, decent looking guys in that city, debatably, probably no rich guys. But she's going to be like, holy fuck, there's only a few other really good guys here. So she's going to like take every option and like really give them a chance and really get to know them. And if they have one tiny flaw, like if their face is perfect and their money's perfect, but he's a little too short or a little too old or a little bit lacking of facial hair and she prefers a guy with a beard, she will fucking settle a tiny bit for fucking Kevin's sakes, whereas a city girl won't. Their brains are poisoned. Again, if there's one thing that I want you to take away of 3 years of doing YouTube and Instagram and trying to help you guys, if you want what I call a relationship quality girl, which again I define as a girl that is not a gold digger or whore, never done any type of sex work, no tattoos, no piercings, beautiful, feminine personality, above average IQ, no mental depression, bipolar, no drug problem, etc. Just a good girl with realistic standards who's sweet and ready to be loyal and settle down and give her entire self to a guy that doesn't have to be fucking Superman, just like a good guy that she genuinely likes. That is what a relationship quality girl is. If you want one of those, you're pretty much universally fucked if you want to find them in a big city. A lot of guys like to live in big cities because of the infrastructure, other cool expats, if it's outside of the US, or just other cool rich entrepreneurs, even if it is in the US. And I forget if I already said this, the restaurants, things to do. Big cities have big advantages. You're just not going to find good dating there. Okay. At first, I thought the problem was you wanted to go to a small town just to get, more beautiful girls. But then I realized even as I improved myself, I gained, more muscle mass. I learned how to touch up my photos. I got the AI photos, whatever it is. I got, online dating virtual assistants running, massive volume for me, going to kind of smaller cities like Recife and Fortaleza in Brazil. And then what I realized is, even though I could get, the hottest of the hot, the baddies of the baddies, you've seen some girls, maybe entertain them, throw some more girls on the screen real quick. They still didn't have what I would call the relationship quality traits. Again, you could just tell, when you go to a girl's Instagram and it's got the story highlight bubbles, it's like Tulum, Cancun, Dubai, Paris, fucking Miami, whatever it is. It's just like, okay, I'm not a fucking idiot. Who's paying for this? And the nerve of these girls, it's so fucking brazen. Like that, like we don't know what's going on. Yeah, you're 21 and gorgeous. I'm sure you secured a patent for a new type of medical device, and you're because that's what gorgeous 21-year-old Latinas do in and out of this. Doesn't matter in the United States or outside of the United States or black or white. Like that's what gorgeous 21-year-olds do, right? Is they're day traders. They're Wall Street. Like, come on, like. The nerve of these girls to post that type of content and think that we're fucking idiots. Like we don't know exactly what the fuck is going on. And then of course they're all covered with bumper stickers as well, talking about, you know, the big city girls piercing. So I'm like, I don't care if I can get a beautiful girl if she's been fucked by every Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? Her ability to pair bond and release, what's the hormone called? Oh my God. The hormone that when a baby is born, oxytocin. She can't release, you know, oxytocin because she has, you know, high body count, covered in tattoos, covered in piercings, entitled. Another thing I'll say too about city girls, and this is all women in general. This is all women in general, but especially city girls, is that women lack discernment when dealing with men. By discernment, I mean what I say. They cannot discern, they cannot identify or separate between the broke club promoter who has multiple STDs, takes her into the bathroom, no money, broke, fucks her in the bathroom with no condom, pulls out at the last second to, like, you know, jizz on her leg, bye, leaves her in the bathroom stall to, like, figure out, you know, how to clean the jizz off. And like that promoter guy that, you know, she then goes home again and sees again for some reason and does, you know, coke off his dick. She can't discern between that guy and what I would say, like, you know, quote unquote, a high value guy, relationship quality guy. But point being is that small town girls are better in every possible way. The only thing is they can be a little bit more simple minded. So you have to find a girl with just a high IQ, a girl who's just had the necessary, like, curiosity in her life, genetically probably, to just be an interesting person and all that. And the last thing about these quote unquote, you know, small town girls is it requires a different type of game, whereas the city girls, it's all about value. Like, can you be kind of aloof and kind of a dick and, I don't know, show off, you know, your status or your sex appeal or your pre-selection that other girls want you, or your network, or just you're kind of push-pulling her. You're kind of keeping her on the edge and she doesn't know if you really like her or not. Fucking small town girls, they're so easy to attract. You just got to do a lot more comfort game, aka just be nice to them, just kind of treat them well. And that's what I like. And I'm going to see what happens with this girl. We're not married or anything yet, but this would be the ultimate prize and a hell of a way to retire, you know, on this business, meeting a truly, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely a girl who checks every single box that could possibly be checked for a relationship quality girl. And, you know, my future goals are to, you know, grow the new business, get fucking rich. I was doing about 20 to 30K. I wouldn't say profit, maybe about 15 to 20K profit off of 20 to 30K revenue, doing the Redbeard Rants business over like the last year that I was doing it. I hope to triple those numbers with the new business. So doing anywhere from 45 to 75K net profit after taxes, after all employees are paid. I know that that's a very reasonable and very achievable goal that I can hit with this new business. And whether it's this girl that I'm currently dating, or maybe it doesn't work out with her, get a relationship quality girl, knock out some kids with her, and live a boring life, probably back in the United States. Because I'll be honest, like, Latin America slaps in like certain ways with like the women and the dating and stuff, but I prefer the United States more. It's expensive. The idea is not to be a brokey. The United States is just the best country. I mean, we don't take shit from anybody. We fucking kick anybody's ass. We have the greatest technology coming out. It's the most interesting and exciting and, what I can say, modern, most advanced place to live. You know, all the comforts, as long as you have money, all the comforts of the first world. And Latin America, in many ways, you know, it can be kind of a dump. It can be kind of a shithole. There's a reason why a lot more people want to immigrate to the United States than people want to go live in Latin America. And again, I have nothing but great things to say about Latin America for the most part. Again, the dating, the women, I'm fluent in Spanish and Portuguese. So I know what the fuck I'm doing out here, but that's my goal, is to settle down with a beautiful relationship quality girl, knock out some kids, forget, waking up to 9 million haters fucking talking shit on me, not knowing if I could wake up one day and my entire business is destroyed because YouTube or Instagram banned me. How many new fucking hit pieces are out there, dealing with all these, girls that maybe look beautiful and they look good on camera, but they're fucking irritating and entitled and just a nightmare to deal with off camera. But I can just run a normal business, live a boring life with a beautiful girl and some kids. That's the future of me. That's the future of Redbeard Rants, and stay tuned for more. Cheers, boys.